What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to episode 3 of the Lost Boys podcast. My name is Nedley, your host once again for tonight. And joining me, as always, are my very dear friends, Brunstad, Eddie Shmoney, and Schoner Todd. Boys, how you doing tonight?
Doing good.
Doing good, man. Happy President's Day weekend.
Oh, fuck. I guess it was President's Day, wasn't it?
It is President's Day.
Oh, yeah, I got paid double time and a half today. Hell yeah.
all I had were fucking problems today, so go fuck yourself.
You know what I did today? You know what I did today, Schoner? I got day stoned and I took a nap.
Nice.
I mean, that's just living the dream, dude.
It was pretty nice.
That's
How long was the
pretty
nap,
cool.
though?
45 minutes.
See, perfect. I took a 45-minute nap before this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I took a 45-minute nap on the bus ride home.
Well, that's because your lady was driving like crazy slow. We were all waiting for you.
Dude, 62 and a 75. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I was
here?
about to take a nap waiting for your ass. Jesus.
there was probably like no traffic.
Dude, it's so like I understood if it was yesterday when we actually had snow on the highway. When I woke up and looked out, I'm going, there's no snow. And I opened up my phone, I opened up Google Maps. I'm like, how fucking slow are you driving? Because like I usually set my timer on my phone for like 45 minutes because that gives me 5 minutes before I get off the freeway to auto start my truck. So that way it's all nice and warm when I get there.
Oh,
And you know, so make it all
first
nice,
world
right?
problems.
Amy did a 10-minute
all
half to get out of
starting
my truck.
Imagine that.
I had to remember.
Imagine that.
I couldn't time my truck starting.
Yeah, I have a chat. I'm going to castle. No.
I have a chair.
Dude, I missed you boys so much. I missed you boys so much.
Yeah, so for those who don't realize, we are recording a little bit late Valentine's Day, obviously with 3 of us being married and then Eddie over here. Obvious had obligations to our loved ones, and also Brunstad was out of town too, off making sure that everybody saw that those 2 hot brown eyes. You just staring right back at you on Twitter, bro.
Those cheeks were beautiful. You can't fucking deny that.
Look, man, look.
Twitter.com/BrunstadTV.
Look, I had to zoom in. I had to get like deep into those. I had to get deep in all those, the pores and shit like that. Come on.
He wanted to scratch and sniff at that point.
Oh, jeez.
Smelled of Coors Light and sadness.
He's just sitting there. It smells like KY and shame.
He's all, wait, I don't need chat to get big, Wang.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh,
boys,
dude.
how was your guys' week? I know, Brun, when we last left, you were about to do your Wounded Warrior stream. How'd that go, dude?
It was actually pretty good. However, the thing that I'm more interested about is Eddie.
Oh,
Hard reset. What?
Oh, we're getting into hard reset already.
I was gonna just slide in.
No. I want to know about hard reset, dog.
All right, let's do it.
I came back from camping to find out that Eddie was like, "Yo, I'm starting my own shit."
That's
pretty much what the fuck.
He's like, bye, bitches. Thanks for
he's like, all right, bye, Felicia. And I was like, I'm starting my own shit. And I'm like,
so yeah,
I wanna hear about that, fool.
First of all, apologies to not reaching out to people personally, but
stop apologizing.
I made the hard decision to leave Vice, and it's because I wanted to do something with me, aka the business, and What Is Hood. So we've been working on something together. We've been friends, like lifelong friends, since we were kids. And we wanted to do something that was different from like your normal like stream team or stream org or what have you. We don't really like those terms like teams and orgs and stuff because it just doesn't feel like authentic to us. It doesn't feel like it's our thing. So what we decided to do was create a hard reset, which is pretty much like a collective, if you will, of people that are out to have fun, build a community. We're really community and viewer first. So one of the things we're doing right now is we're actually, to celebrate the launch, we're giving away a free friggin' Xbox Series X.
I'm winning that shit, by the way.
So fuck you, I'm winning that shit.
I'll kill you.
If you're interested,
come to Georgia, bitch.
I hear you guys are able to eat in restaurants. I'll fucking go there, okay?
Oh, then you can kill me, and then we can go get dinner.
Done. There you go.
Yeah, we need to all get together one. Well, probably
Twitch
soon.
Con.
Yep.
My state's open.
But anyway, at the time of recording, the giveaway is going to be on February 16th, which is technically tomorrow. I don't know if the episode will be out by then, but if not, we're going to have multiple giveaways as we go forward. So please give us a follow on Twitter. It's at hardreset_GG. Just that simple. And yeah, thanks for letting me give Hard Reset a chance to shine here, boys. Appreciate it.
No, dude. Yeah. I saw that, dude. It was right after you posted it, and it was in the Vice Discord, and then I saw it on Twitter, and immediately I went into our small Discord chat, and I said, Eddie, what the fuck are you doing? What is happening?
My invite.
I typed like this, too. I finger plucked because I was so crazy with it.
He was sitting there hitting with his elbows because he was so fucking mad. He's like, God fucking damn it!
Like, I saw that, and I was like, damn. Like, and you were explaining it. I was like, oh, man, that's actually really fucking cool, because, like, I've always wanted to toy, because I kind of agree with you on the org front. It always makes all these different teams, and no offense to any of them, right? They're all trying to do their own thing, but they all sound like that they're trying to do esports, right? Mm-hmm. But most of them don't do esports fully. It's more of just like a content collaboration farm first, with esports on the side, but they're all organizations and shit like that. Like they're trying to be the next fucking FaZe Clan or Team Liquid or 100 Thieves or some shit like that. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you telling me about that was like fucking. I was like, damn, that's like a really good idea, and I like it a hell of a lot.
The whole commune thing or whatever the fuck you said sounds a bit hippie, but I still dig it.
I mean, look,
no, not a commune, dude. What?
They're all going to be drinking juice later. They're going to get all their viewers to drink special potion juices and all that kind of shit.
Schoner, we don't want to hear about your childhood, homie. All right.
You're just fucking jealous. Get over it, bitch.
That's badass though, Eddie. Like I said, I fucking came back, dude, and was like, wait, what the fuck happened? And then we got Mrs. Brunstad coming in here.
Hi, Mrs. Brunstad.
Hi, Miss Brunstad.
Sexy shirt.
Hi, Miss Brunstad.
I got she wasn't in a towel. Everyone would be all excited.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But no, like I said, I came back, man, and I thought that was super fucking cool. And I'm super happy for you.
Yeah, bro, and like I said, like it's just super exciting, man, just because it's something that like we've been talking about for a while, and you know, I'm appreciative of everything that Vice has done, but you know, we made a promise that we're not going to try to poach anybody or take anybody from Vice. You know, I still want to stay in good graces with you guys, obviously, and with people from Vice that I met.
Oh, so, nothing's gonna change, buddy.
Yeah, nothing changed there.
Speak for yourself. Fuck you, Eddie. I'm out. You're booted.
Yo, me and Ned are gonna go start our own fucking podcast.
Only if you give me about Tarkov. I mean, I'm still looking for co-hosts for a Tarkov podcast.
God, kiss my ass.
Oh my gosh, Brunstad on a Tarkov podcast. That'd be amazing.
Dude, it would literally be good cop, bad cop. Nedley just sitting here like, this game is fucking badass. And I'd be like, if by badass you mean absolute hot garbage, then yes, totally badass.
And half the stream would be Brunstad replaying Nedley's death at 0.1 seconds before he moves out.
Yeah, man. Is
all his failures,
still cool, bro?
All his failures. He's like, yo, really, you like Tarkov? Watch this clip, guys. Click.
Yeah, just sit there and see Nedley be like, ah!
Watch its soul leave his body.
I've never seen someone leave their desk that quickly, bro, and that angrily.
It's funny too, because so it was actually that clip that made me go, huh. And so now and this is shameless plug, sorry, but now every Monday on my YouTube channel, I basically go through one of my stupid fucking deaths and basically look at what I did wrong and how I could not die.
If Yevami has a week playing Tarkov,
I honestly, as many deaths I have, I could probably do like 5 a day for like the next 30 years. But
well, yeah, but you don't get that many deaths because it takes you an hour to load into each game. I mean,
okay.
Damn.
I was just trying to talk about my VOD reviews on Mondays, but I mean, I guess I'll go fuck myself. I guess it's okay. My chat agrees with you. They've all left me, so it's okay.
We're still here for you, buddy.
No, Eddie, that's super dope shit, man. Keep us up to date on what's going on with that too, because I'm super curious. Especially, honestly, at some point I might force you to do a topic about how you guys got all this going, because I find that kind of shit crazy fascinating.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's hard to be self-starter, and you being a business owner yourself, man. I'm sure you've gone through the pain points of having to figure out all these different things. I mean, obviously this is at a much smaller scale, and it's not like I'm being like paid to do this or anything, but it is still a lot of work, like, you know, getting everything together, making sure everybody's on the same page, and, you know, figuring out a strategy. We do have like, if you look at our Twitter, we have like kind of a gifted sub, or I guess kind of like a salary, I guess, for our quote unquote streamers. And what that means is, like, if you average a certain amount of views, we'll gift you like 3 subs a month or something like that. And all of that's on the Twitter, so, you know, feel free to check that out. And if you have any questions, hit me up, hit AK the business up, hit What Is Hood up. We'll be happy to answer anything, man.
Awesome, dude. Awesome.
If you see Brunstad start typing on his keyboard, he's probably putting his application in.
No, he's ride or die.
I'm pretty ride or die.
Oh my gosh.
I'm pretty ride or die.
You want to ride that pink headband? We know that.
I mean,
Who says I haven't?
oh,
Hot take.
Hey, not in
He's
public,
only one
guys.
state away, dummies. It's
Hey,
not
not
that
in
far.
public. Brun's,
Sorry, I
Brun,
know, dude. I'm
gotta
sorry.
keep it
Okay, I had to
secret, dude.
flex. I had to flex. He's talking shit.
he's talking shit. I had to win. I had to win. I can't let him get ahead of me on this one.
No,
So-
fuck that.
So Brunstad, how was your goal, dude? I know it just looked like
Let's
you
go
had beaten
back.
your goal.
Let's go back in time.
Let's go back.
I'm not gonna skip over you, buddy. I know we wanted to get the Eddie part out, but let's go back to your charity, dude, because you did pretty
Oh.
good.
Yeah. No, so I had that fucking 24-hour quote unquote charity stream. It didn't make 24 hours, but
Bitch.
I just pussed out, dude. No, we the goal was $1,000. We raised $1,250.
Nice.
That was
Nice.
all going towards Wounded Warrior Project. And we made it 17 hours. Okay, 17 hours. And then my fucking computer just kept shutting down. Just over and over and over and over. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm sitting there, I'd start it back up and be like, I don't know what happened. Pew, shut back down.
Oh damn.
So I have an AIO, right? And the little cable that was plugged into it was fucking loose or something. It just wasn't cooling my CPU like it should have been, which was causing my shit to overheat and shut down. Obviously, I wasn't going to sit there and tinker with it and fuck with it after a 17-hour stream.
No, hang on, finish, because I have something after that.
Because I was like, dude, I'm too jacked. And this is the worst part is that somebody asked me, they're like, dude, did you just fucking hit your goal and shit out? And I'm like, no, dude. Have you ever sat there and drank 8 fucking Red Bulls, ready to stay up all goddamn night?
Yeah,
And then
bro,
all of a
you were
sudden
pretty.
all of a sudden it's 1:30 in the morning, you're fucking 8 Red Bulls deep and your shit's not working, and then you're like, oh my god, what do I do? And you're like seeing colors and hearing fucking words and like everything just like you're like as Nedley fucking powers down a bang. But
Look,
so like, dude, I didn't want to quit, but it was just one of those things. But yeah, we hit $1,250.
Dude, that's still
Nedley-
major, man.
Or Eddie, you've actually got that fucking Wounded Warrior shirt on the way here shortly.
Oh yes,
Because Eddie was actually a winner of one of the giveaways.
bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, he gets a Wounded Warrior.
Dude, I put in a good amount, and more so, I think what's important is like the message behind it, bro. Like I care about that shit. Like it's important to me.
Nope.
So
Dude,
I'm gonna rock that
had
shirt
We had some people come in clutch, man,
cast.
and honestly, like the whole Vice team, man, like they came in clutch. Everybody raided. There were so many homies that came in, and there's so many people that came in and like still hang around, which I fucking appreciate. You know,
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Dude,
It
I'm
was a
not gonna
fucking
lie. I
great
think
time.
you got more attention than Bad Boy usually gets when he does his charity.
It's because I'm a fucking
And he even
badass,
did
dude.
one of his on the Vice channel, like the Vice Gang channel.
Oh,
And
no
he-
shit.
And he did one on their actual their team channel, and I think he still got way more attention than he ever has.
Wow.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, you came in hot, and people were all over it.
I
I know I tried to hang out as much as I could. I know I
Probably
was trying
helps
to.
that I'm a fucking vet, so it's like, I mean, I know he's an officer, you know, and like, you know, he's in blue and stuff, and you know does all that, but it's a little bit different, I guess. I don't know, people.
Dude, I was just there to
Either
see
way,
you
it
eat
was
that
fucking
death
badass.
nut. So I'm glad I got to catch that afterward.
Yeah,
I was kind of
it was
disappointed
a
because
good
I got
fucking
off work going, he's still got like 5 hours left. I can actually jump in this and hang out some more, you know? Then, nope, you're
No,
gone. I
sir.
was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Because I was at
fucking-
work. I was at work and I tried to get in every time I could hang out. So,
Yeah. So I did a subathon. I think it was after I like tried to do the full-time thing back when I was gainfully unemployed. And so we were gonna do a 24-hour subathon. We hit our goal. We were doing 24 hours. We were fucking just gonna ride it. About 18 hours in, my router shits the bed. So I'm sitting there and I'm resetting my router. So as I'm doing this, I fell asleep on the floor in front of my router with the cable unplugged.
oh, shit.
Because it was because all my shit was so low to the ground. Like I was just laying down doing it because I was being lazy as shit. And you have to wait. And I fell
the
asleep.
router you have to wait. Yeah,
I fell asleep. I nodded off in front of my router like this. My wife wakes me up in the morning. She says, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, fuck! I fell asleep."
More viewers are gonna be so mad at me.
Hey, fuck you! That was when we were like on high growth traction. Fuck off.
You know I love you.
Well,
That
I'm
was
just
before
kidding.
I went into my mental instability state and fucking just like
No, see, no, the
imploded
funny
on
part is-
myself.
Is there talking about that? There's actually a Vice member who tends to actually have better viewers when he does a chair stream than he does when he's in the stream.
Ooh.
Lord's Lettuce, dude. I can't tell you how many times he'll like fall asleep. He'll
That
like walk out of the
motherfucker-
roof,
that
fall
motherfucker
asleep,
does.
and do a chair stream for like 6 hours, and like he'll still have more average than when he's there.
Dude, Lord is-
People love the
Lord,
chair
dude,
Dude,
streams.
it's
I love
Dude.
crazy.
that
I've
guy.
come in. I'll be at work or something, and I'll have like an hour for my lunch. I was on night shift, and I'll like pop it. I'll go talk to him, and I go in, and there's like a chair. I'm like, chair stream? Question mark. You don't see nothing moving for a while, and you're just like, okay, well, I'm gonna go watch another stream. You check back in a couple hours later, his
Yeah.
fucking stream is still going. He's
Yep.
not there. He still got like 9 people hanging out in his fucking
Bro,
chat. And you're going,
one of his commands
"Fuck."
is exclamation point bud. You really don't think he's gonna fall asleep during a stream?
I'm just saying. I just think it's funny.
True.
And that's not a knock. I just think it's funny that he could do a chair stream and get better average than I can.
Well,
People, and it's amazing the
people
shit.
love stoners, dog.
People love chairs. Like it's weird if you watch
people
like
love
the
chairs.
if
Go
you
check
watch
it
the
out.
Twitch meta, everybody has to see that would pull more viewers than me playing Tarkov. It's fucking crazy. Like
Wow.
and there it is. All right. Well, fuck. I guess he's done.
It's just us three.
I mean, we
Yeah,
can just
he's done. He's
analyze how
out.
dirty his fucking room is, but
I know.
like, what's that white thing on his table? I fuck it. I can't even tell. Yee, Mr. Clean.
Oh.
You're making a change into your content as well here soon. It also happens to be your first topic, so I figured we could just roll right into it. Schoner, what
That works.
are you working on now? What's the new thing that you're looking at doing?
So we talked before about like my love for video games and how far back it goes. Being a boomer, NES was one of my first consoles I ever owned myself, and one of my first favorite games I ever got into was Final Fantasy 1. So I've always been very big into Japanese RPGs, and so I started recently streaming Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus, which is a game from Falcom. They do the Y series games. They do the Legend of Heroes games. It's an action RPG that's also a Japanese RPG, right? Because it's based off of their style, not an American style setup. The story, the way it's told, it's a lot of talking, getting a lot of story done, and then you get to go battle for a little bit, and then it just restarts every chapter. And they've written it like a TV show. So every time you start a new chapter, you get the intro over again, and it's kind of cool. It's just different. It's fun.
That shit is
And
so
so it-
fucking long, though. Why is anime intros like fucking 80 hours long?
know,
You're
right?
long in the
I know.
goddamn episode.
Sometimes. So it's just reinvigorated my love for Japanese RPGs, and I've gotten a lot of support for it. And so I've always kind of been on the fence of wanting to go retro gaming. And so I picked me up a PS2 from a local card shop that buys and sells, used stuff. And he just happen to have a PS2 sitting on a shelf. And so I got I got it for $50. He said the memory card slots didn't work. Well, guess what? Slot 2 does work. And most RPG games like to load from either slot, so it doesn't matter. And I
Fucking
think
got him.
and being a electronics engineer, I can easily fix it if I need to. So one of these days I will rip it open and actually go in, fix the slot, and
Careful,
use it
bro,
when I
that'll-
need it.
That'll probably void
Huh?
the warranty.
I know, right?
on a freaking 20-year-old console, bro.
I know, right? Like, hey, dude, my fucking slot don't work. Can you fix it? What system you got?
It's gonna cancel your warranty,
PS2.
dog.
But like, dude, that system too well. Well, I could tape a PS3 to it. It'll be a PS5. I mean, 2 and 2.
True.
What it could be just a simple thing like a frigging pin or something that's
Mhm.
bent.
I think it's a worn pin. If you look inside, you can see where it looks like someone's really just beat on it, and so it looks like all you need to do is go in there and actually. And so I need to just pull it out.
Oh my god.
So, but like I said, I've always just kind of had this idea that I wanted to get into it. I've seen other people do retro gaming, but I want to do it legitly. Like, I want to own the games. I don't want to get caught for emulating. The only way you'll catch me emulating if it's a game I just can't get my hands on, or I have to spend several $100s on, because I'm not going to do that just for a 30-year-old game to play. Right.
Is that? Can you? Are emulators technically like? I'm just dumb.
It's copyright. You can't. You're not supposed. Technically, you cannot emulate a game you don't own a physical copy of.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have been called out for using an emulator, and they'll use like a free emulator download from like Emu Paradise, and they've gotten banned for it because they cannot prove that they own the game.
Wow.
Okay.
So
Yep.
before I bought my PS2, I did a lot of research. And so that's the biggest thing I want to do is maybe not only just talk about myself transitioning into doing some retro gaming, I wanted to talk about ways to do it legitly without having to worry about, okay, can I actually capture this?
Mhm.
Because as we know, Dreamcast is technically the beginning of some of the oldest retro, right? Because they're considering RGB systems retro. And by RGB systems,
Wait, are you for fucking cereal, dude?
yeah, so anything that's
Sega Dreamcast is retro.
is retro. Yeah.
Holy shit! But like,
Dude,
Because it's already considered
I think that's
RGB.
a fair point.
yeah,
I
Because
mean,
it's RGB. It was before systems came with HDMI cables.
Yeah,
You use
right.
a component
all right, that's fair.
to use the 5 colors. So anything that's RGB is considered retro because you cannot play it on any of your newer TVs. Now, granted, like my
technically,
TV behind me.
360 and would be considered that too, though, because I think it's.
No, it had
no.
HDMI.
No, it didn't.
It didn't have
The
HDMI.
360 didn't have
No.
HDMI.
No,
It had red, green, and blue.
the
Like
component. It had the 5 color component.
yeah, or the red, yellow, white.
I think eventually
Yeah,
the
the
newer
RG
models did put HDMI's on the back. That
Yeah.
did make a switch, but I remember because it was this big bulky thing that plugged into the back of the 360,
Yeah.
and then it
Right.
fed into the 3.
Okay.
And then to buy the HD one, you had
Got
to get
it.
the big bulky thing that plugged into the back, and then
Right.
it expanded into the green and blue or whatever the
That's
two fucking
interesting though.
colors were.
So they consider all of that retro now. That's wild.
Yes, it's all retro. So
That's actually
like
insane,
Dreamcast.
dude.
So, and I mean, they're also considering, the GameCube is also considered kind of retro.
Wow.
kill me.
I'm offended. I'm
It really
offended.
depends. It really
I have a
depends on the crowd.
GameCube plugged into my TV right now.
I'm just saying, it really depends. It depends on the crowd you talk to, right? You talk to boomers like us, we don't consider things like the Dreamcast retro because those
Yep.
were maybe systems that came in while we were in high school versus systems that we had when we were
I was
kids.
in elementary school. Okay.
I was 10.
Sorry.
Yeah. Chill
Wait,
out,
that's
boomer.
that Dreamcast
When
in
you, start,
Germany?
when you start talking boomers,
God, you old fuck.
I know, right?
listen here, you geriatric fuck.
Wait,
Okay.
Sega Dreamcast was allowed to sell in Germany?
Done. Fuck you guys.
Wait, did they have Tarkov on Dreamcast?
Oh, wait, what?
Engines.
Oh, fuck. I gotta get out of here, guys. I gotta get a Dreamcast.
Good luck. They're about $300.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, dude.
What?
Dreamcast
It makes sense.
fucking expensive.
When you think about it, it makes sense though, because the Dreamcast didn't fucking sell. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't sell.
Dude,
I mean, but that's the thing though, is that I do think it would be really fucking cool if you were like with you doing retro games. I think it like I know it's fucking expensive, but if you were to get a Dreamcast, bro, because like me
I want
personally,
one.
you have one.
I want one. No, I want one.
Oh fuck! I thought
And
you said
I've got my feelers on one. The guy I bought the PS2 from has one that he's testing.
shit.
He came from a customer and he's testing for me. He says if it works, he'll sell to me. If it doesn't, he might hook me up with a better deal. Because he said
Hey,
if it
it's
works,
good,
it has
it's good
to
though
sell.
because it's probably still under warranty, like we were talking about earlier. You just send it in. But no, like me personally, I always wanted a Dreamcast, but I never fucking got one.
Right.
So I think
They
it'd be
were
really
like
cool
the
to sit there
high-end
and watch
console
like
back then.
you fucking play it.
Dude, they were the first console to really introduce like full on internet. Like PS2, you could play online, right? But the Dreamcast actually had a browser. You put a disc in that loaded an actual web browser, and you could surf the internet from the console.
That and the Dreamcast was like the first one that actually had discs, right?
No, PS2 came out before that. And PS1 were discs.
PS1 had discs also.
Did it?
The PS1 had discs, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, I know the PS1 did.
Yeah, the PS1 had
PS1 was
black
94, 95. Dreamcast was 98.
They had some weird discs.
I think the Dreamcast is interesting because it's like it's one of those consoles where I don't remember it being like a household one. Like if I went to my cousins or like my friends, they didn't have a Dreamcast. They had an N64
or a PlayStation.
They had an N64 or a PS1 or PS2, right?
Mhm.
So that's interesting that the Dreamcast is more that costs more now. Maybe because there's less of them.
There's only 9.18 million that were sold before it was discontinued.
Wow.
And
That's
I had
very
one
interesting,
dude. It was an awesome system. I loved playing Madden on it because you could slide this little memory card in that had an actual screen on it, and you can actually pick your plays from your controller. So your buddy couldn't fucking look at your screen and go, "Oh, you're going to do a run play? Cool." Like you could literally just look at your controller and pick your fucking.
Yeah, I
plays.
remember the Dreamcast had that controller with the screen thing. Yeah, I remember that.
And then they did like the Tamagotchi stuff in there, or what do they call those? Or those little pets? You'd like raise the little pets on the little electronic devices.
Tamagotchi.
You can actually raise one of those from your memory
C-Man.
card. So you take your memory card out and walk around.
No. That's what you swallow on a Friday night.
Brent was waiting for that one.
He was.
I could tell. He was waiting for C-Man.
He was waiting for it.
They had an open world Sonic Adventure game that was supposed to have a lot of stuff that dealt with that memory card. It was just a really cool system and a lot of cool ideas. So here's a little hot take you guys might not know about the Dreamcast. The guy who designed the Dreamcast controller is the same guy who designed Xbox's controllers.
I believe it.
Oh,
That makes sense.
I
Look
believe
at
it. Yeah.
They
I believe
hired
it.
him to make controllers to be different when they made the Xbox.
Well, they didn't.
Xbox sold 3 times more than the Dreamcast did.
Right?
Yeah, because
About 24 million.
their controllers were fucking stupid.
After the Dreamcast failed the way it did, that's actually when Sega said, "We're just going to make games. We're just going to license our games and sell them to everyone else." And so they stopped making consoles. And so the biggest thing I want to talk about though is how to do retro gaming legit. If you want to play it from the actual hardware, you can emulate, just buy the physical copy and no one can say anything. As long as you own it, you can actually burn your own ISO or download the ISO. It doesn't matter as long as you own it. It can even be a non-working copy. You technically own the game and you're not breaking copyright infringement.
Yeah, you own the cartridge itself.
And so, but I want to do it the original. I want to do it the hardware. So one of the things I found that's kind of cool is, so there's different RCA converters to convert to HDMIs. You can buy them at Walmart. You can buy them anywhere. And then just plug it into any kind of capture card you want to use. Well, there's actually one I want to get called, it's the OSSC HDMI converter kit. It's actually designed for PS2. It has an emulator booster built into it.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually helps boost up your signal to give you that clean 480, because technically the PS2 on a component
Give you
cable
that
actually,
clean 480.
I was just saying that. Clean 480.
exactly. No, dude, no. PS2 was one of the first consoles to actually put out a 480 signal, and have 480p, not a 480i. It was actually progressive.
I don't know.
Is it gonna look pretty clean on stream, Schoner, when you get it all set up with that component? Like, I'm really curious about that.
If I get the OSSC HDMI converter, I've actually watched videos of people doing it. It actually makes it look like an early Xbox 360 game.
That's pretty good for
That'd be
from
It actually
PS2.
makes it look really clean.
That's pretty good.
And so it's just got a built-in booster like you'd get from like an emulator program, but you still get to play on the hardware. But the only problem is they're for like anywhere from like $150 to $200 to get one, because it's really like a programmed Raspberry Pi with a bunch of software in it to help do the different things that you're trying to do.
Why would you program a Raspberry Pi and not eat it?
Holy fucking God.
So
I think
if you don't
oh
want
my
to-
God. I have to timestamp that. Hang on.
But if you don't want to buy something expensive like that, they have, like I said, they have $15 converters. You can buy what's called a pound HDMI HD link cable. It plugs right in the back of your system.
So is it like hashtag?
Yeah, sure.
You fucking old fuck. Guys, he called the hashtag a pound.
No, I'm serious. No,
It's like, wait,
I thought you were
like, do you
saying
mean like a pound? Like,
no,
like, you know,
there's a link, bitches.
Hey,
No, it's actually called
yo.
pound. It's actually
It's
pound. The
pound
word.
me too,
HDMI.
okay? It's not hashtag. Actually, I lied. Cut that out. Cut that part out.
Nope. Brunson, pound him too.
Live it. Oh, just like my Tom Brady comment, bitch.
oh man.
Hey,
And he
at
won
least,
the
in
Super Bowl.
at least in your world, LeBron James didn't die in a helicopter.
I knew it was coming. I fucking knew it.
He lives in Germany. Come on, give him a break.
God, fuck.
He lived in Germany though, so sports don't matter.
Bro, fuck sports. Sports are dumb.
So anyways, they actually make design cables that are actually built for the PS2. They actually have the PS2 plug, so it won't work for any other console. That actually will upscale for you too. But
That's crazy.
actually people have made software. So there's where'd it go? AmaRec TV made an actual software where you can take and convert the frames down to about 29.9 or whatever it is, and it will actually trick the signal and giving you a 60 frames per second signal out of your console.
What was that
Just
called?
It's called AmaRec TV.
I'm a Rec TV.
Yeah, there you go.
That's gonna be my hub name, boys.
There you go.
AmaRec.
Whatever.
Brun and I, dude. Brun and I.
I'm like,
I saw your face, and I'm sitting here going, "What did he just say?"
dude, I'm turning red. You knew because I was holding it in. I'm like, I'm erect.
I'm a Rec TV. Hang on,
so-
twitch.tv/name change.
So it just allows you to take the interlace signal and convert it so you can upscale it to a 60 frames per second output. So it really gives you a nice clean output for your OBS, for whatever stream software you use. It's a really cool software. There's a Reddit article talking about exactly how to use it, how to go through the settings. But the cool thing is once you're done, it's there. You just open it, push start, it does it for you. You put it into your OBS and call it good. So you don't have to keep setting up every time unless you want to change games. So there's actually some games like the fighting games like Tekken on PS2 that are actually progressive scan games already. So you have to turn that off because taking a progressive signal, trying to convert it down and back up is going to cause more issues. So that's a way to actually have a really good signal, and you can put a semi HD signal out because you can even get, what is it, a 575 signal?
Oh, okay.
Or whatever
I was
it
gonna
is.
say maybe 540 or something, but that
Yeah, I think it's
doesn't
like
make
five.
sense.
I think it's like 575 is the signal, and that upscales really good into the 720. Just because
I've always
it's in
been
the
kind of curious about that because, like, you have some of these retro gamers like you're planning on doing, where they're playing these fucking older consoles, and it's like I know my game capture it has a HDMI port, so I'm like, how the fuck?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so I sit there and I like you sitting here being like, okay, so you can buy this adapter basically, like, and then it doesn't fuck with the frames or anything because obviously HDMI is a lot faster. You know, so like hearing all that is really fucking helpful.
So
So
are you
that's
gonna
why
be
I've been-
playing mostly PS2, or like what are you thinking about expanding into all consoles? Like if you buy this thing, can you use it for other consoles besides PS2? Like what is the
OSSC HDMI converter?
yeah?
Then I can use it all because it uses any RCA conversion, and I just have to download the firmware for whatever console. But the cool thing about my PS2 is that PS2 was backwards compatible to PS1, so I technically can branch into the PS1 games also. And since this is the last, I looked it up, this is one of the last versions that they released. So it's one of the better ones because it has the power supply built outside of it. Therefore, it has all the good internals. It actually has the Ethernet cable in the back, although I'm sure none of the freaking PS2 games that used internet actually still work. There's no servers up for them. But here's another
You're
hot
telling me
take
I can't play SOCOM 2, dude?
Damn it!
right? Do you know what game actually made them want to put the Ethernet port in the back of the PS2? Final Fantasy 11.
Oh, that's right.
I can play that on Steam.
I'm just saying, Final Fantasy 11 actually came out on PS2, and there was the reason why they had such a huge push because the original fat PS2s, they made an actual external adapter that you plugged into the back and gave you an Ethernet port, but also allowed you to use an external hard drive. Where this one I have actually has USBs at the back I can plug in an external hard drive right to it or a thumbstick.
What would be the purpose of that though? Like I don't understand.
You can actually download a piece of software and crack jailbreak your PS2, and you can actually install
I remember
games on
that.
the hard drive, put the hard drive in, and play the games from the hard drive.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes
So it
sense.
just made it fun. And I said it might be something I might get into just because once I start
Sounds
building my
like
collection,
copyright shit. You might want to say
Not if you own it.
allegedly.
Not if you own it.
Allegedly.
No, but the nice thing is if I have all the games installed on a hard drive,
yeah,
I
if
can
you
actually
own it.
I can display the games behind me and never have to pull them out. I can just turn the system on. What are we gonna play today? Go through the menu, select it, and start it.
Fair.
And then I don't have to worry about the discs. You know, especially if I do buy like an expensive game and I don't want to chance scratching it to ruin the value of it and stuff like that. So my first series I'm gonna play on PS2 is gonna be Digital Devil Saga, which is a Shin Megami Tensei game.
Oh, that's good shit though.
It's like the Die Hard of Japanese RPGs.
I was about to say you
What
spoke fucking Greek to me, dog.
If you want to talk about like Shin Megami Tensei is one of the biggest Japanese RPG games out there. Like they have been doing it
True.
the same way forever. Nothing changes.
I mean, and that's also,
have-
that Shin Megami Tensei is also the birth really of Persona as we know it now too. I mean, those two kind of go
Well,
hand in hand.
I mean,
Shin Megami
guys,
Oh, okay. I
um,
see.
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy turned into like an Americanized game once it got to 7.
JRPG.
I'm just
Darn
saying
it.
once it got to 7,
It is-
they sold out. They sold out in 7. That's why a lot of people hate
No.
Okay, we're not,
No.
okay, no. We're
You're
not
li-
gonna go into a
Dude.
fucking.
You're getting rid of
7 is
9,
my
and I
favorite.
can't allow this to
7 is
fucking
my
stand.
I have to agree with Nedley and Brun on that one.
You can't get rid of it. At least you can end at 9 if you want, but if you kick
Yep.
9 out of that pantheon, I will fucking come down and yee your ass so hard you won't even know it
Yeah,
hit
I
you.
know.
Even 10 is debatable.
I was still.
Okay, what did I miss? So what did I miss? I just said that 7 was the starting of when they actually changed from true Japanese RPG to a more an Americanized style RPG.
False.
Yeah, I don't agree
Which
with
game?
that.
False.
Why is that?
13. No. I would even go so far as 12.
11. No, yeah, it was 12. That was the one where you're that fucking
don't-
that kid.
I don't count
I mean, yes,
11
they're
and,
like
and
10,
14 into the mix. Just
'Cause they're
because
all-
Right.
they're
They're
just
MMOs.
completely different, right? They're MMOs. I would say probably 12. If we're going to go down this road, I would say 12.
Yep, I agree.
You lose that turn-based action, you get more into honestly 12 felt more like a CRPG to me than anything.
Yep.
Go back and play 12. The battle system's really fucking cool, but like God, that
I
game's
still
a
have
fucking slung.
Well, they tried to make 12 look just like 11, right? They tried to capture the magic of what 11 was.
Same world,
and
though,
they made
too.
12 feel like they made 11 or 12 feel just like 11, just without the online aspect.
Yeah.
Is what they tried to do.
That's why it feels like a CRPG to me then, which makes sense. And then 13, people hot take. I like 13 a fuck ton.
We are.
I like Final Fantasy 13 a shit ton. I'll just throw it out there, guys.
As a movie.
What?
As a movie.
What movie? Oh yeah, no,
I'm
fuck
saying,
you. It was like as a
I'd rather have 13 as a movie than
agree.
as actually-
Look, it has its faults as a game. Like I didn't mean to like take us on the Final Fantasy road, but I could not stand the disparaging of 9 in this
slide.
category. The slide
I
against
love
9, dude.
Slander.
Fucking knock 8 all you want to. 8 can suck my nutsack, but don't fuck with 9.
That's fair.
Go back and play 9. 9's great. I just did
But
like
if you look
2 months
at
ago.
true traditional like Japanese RPGs, it's a top-down look. Just like if you look at Dragon Quest, the new one that just came out, that's on the Switch and all the systems now, they even have a 2D mode, so you can go back and play it like the original Dragon
It's
Quest.
fucking cool.
And I like it. It's really cool.
It's fucking that. Don't sleep. That new was it Dragon Quest 11. I think is like fucking like actually. I
It's
probably
really
put 120 hours into that, and I
Yep.
once again probably loved 90% of my time with it. Like, there's some points
So-
of grinding where I'm like, man, fuck this shit. But
So back to the original subject, though, is that there's a lot of ways. There's a lot of adapters you can buy. They're cheap. You can get them from anywhere from $10 to $30 to convert RCA or component to HDMI. The best way to do it, though, is component. If you have a console that's capable of component, which is like the PS2, the Xboxes, the Dreamcast, all had component cables versions, and so they put out the actual 480, which is going to give you that upscalability up to the 1080 signal for streaming.
Mhm.
And with the Amarek TV, go ahead, say it.
I believe that you all just got a follow from I'm Erect TV. Just by the way,
I'm a
So-
TV.
Also,
with
I
that,
think he
you
just
can
got banned.
Y'all, I'm changing my fucking Twitch name tomorrow.
I already made the account. Fuck off.
Damn it! Fuck.
You all just gotta follow.
But so like I said though, like with that, you could actually produce a really good quality signal that's worthy of watching without having to worry about the blockiness, the cut edges. Even though that's what makes retro gaming so great, is that just old school look. But PS2 really was a great system. It had a lot of great games, a lot of great RPG fighting games, race car games. I mean, Gran Turismo got its birth really popularity wise in PS2 because that's when they were actually able to step it up. Sports games really start stepping up because they can go from that really blocky look to a more smooth polygons versus, going forward. So, like I said, guys, you can do it legitly very easily, or you can just buy the physical copies and emulate. That way you don't get caught, don't get banned, don't get shut down just because you want. Allegedly, like I said,
I'm not taking that risk.
Well, it's up to you. You take the risk. I'm just saying, like, I'm going to do it legitly. And I asked my viewers, do they want to see it on the actual original hardware, or they'd rather see me emulate it where I can actually really do the step up in the grading, the upscaling, and stuff like that. And everyone said they want to see original consoles. So that's what I'm going to do. Plus,
you want. I think you want the grit. You want the grit of like
I want that nostalgia.
Yeah, you want the nostalgia. Dude, that is sick. Yo, the silver PS2 is sick, dude. That's a classic. Dude, it looks so small in your hands, bro. What the heck? That's tiny. That's a slim, right? The PS2 Slim.
Also, that's what she said.
Dude, it looks so small in your hands.
You just now got it.
No, I got it.
He's the smart one in our group.
That's why he didn't get it. The humor was so lowbrow that
it's
just
so dumb that he's like, too smart for that, dog.
It went right field and he's sitting left. Okay.
Jesus.
Brun, does your wife ever just look at you and just shake her head sometimes?
Oh, all the time.
Okay, I
literally like if we go through the day and she doesn't look at me with this look of why the fuck did I marry you, you dumbass, then I feel like I failed as a husband.
I just want to make sure that me and you are on the same page on this one because I pretty much get that look constantly.
Yeah, like there's so many times, especially when I'm sitting here like fucking when I'm streaming and I'm like, and she's just like, oh my fucking god, like I married this animal, and I'm like, yeah.
I think there's a
yeah. My girlfriend just laughed. She just
no,
laughed.
no, that was me yelling.
No,
to be a fly on the wall when Brunstad went sliding in and said Topanga to see what his wife.
Dude, that was amazing. I'll never forget that moment, bro.
Look,
it still has a needle, dude. It's still on.
I still have a fucking wound. I still have a wound.
So Eddie, do you remember I did my gym stream and I went straight from my gym stream to come in here and do a game stream right afterwards. So I was running in to get in here and turn it on so my chat wouldn't leave, and I fucking shit on the snow. It's actually kind of starting to get
shit.
I ate shit hard, dude. I slammed my phone. I thought
shit compared to my Topanga wound.
The Topanga wound is pretty bad.
Dude, that ain't shit.
Like the first night, it looked so bad. It was like,
you want to see my hip?
No.
Oh gosh, Schoner, we don't want to see you flex all the time.
No.
Except on your stream.
No, even then, we don't want to see that.
Even then.
I'll watch you.
If you've noticed, I've never redeemed it, not once.
I've done it just to irritate Brad because I see him in there and I'm like, yeah, redeem flex.
If you're ever in my stream and Alex is there, Alex will redeem it just for you.
I mean,
just let you know.
Okay.
Okay, so I know how we talked about playing Phasmophobia like some night this week or next week or something. I think we need to come to my basement and do that. I do think that there's something down here.
What?
Yeah,
dude,
deadass.
He's a fucking creeper. He's like, you guys got to come to my basement.
You guys do have to come to my basement.
Dude, you don't have to try to entice me with ghost stories. You can just be like, hey, bro, there's quarters down here. And I'm going to be like, all right, cool.
All right, I'll be on the next flight.
There, dude. Like the Blair Witch Project.
Jesus.
Dude, we're getting sold on Georgia tonight, dude. Freaking
I'm telling you,
indoor
man.
eating,
Dude, I'm about to fucking move.
indoor dining, and freaking Nedley's house, dude.
And I guarantee you, Brun, the amount that you're paying for your 1 bedroom in Oregon can get you way more space.
Oh, I don't even want to
I'm,
talk
I'm
about
not paying
that.
for shit, so
Okay, well, fair.
Yeah, I paid for it all.
Never mind.
no, like we don't pay rent.
Ned's been there. Ned's been there. He knows.
We don't pay rent. We just fucking we help take care of the grandparents, and that's our rent.
Well, that's fair. Okay. You know what? Kudos, man. Good shit.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
I like it.
honorable.
I like it. That took a wholesome turn.